friends, and welcome back to the 17th part of the series to create a chat app in FlutterFlow using Supabase database. Alright, so in this video we'll do some finishing touches and we'll fix this error where when we try to add a new member into our chat group, let's try to add Google over here, and if we try to add the member, you can see that over here the list view over here is not updated with the new Google member. But if we go out of the chat group itself and we go into the chat group again, you can see that now it is updated. So this tells us that there's no problem with our backend part, that our adding of our members inside this chat members row in our Supabase table over here is correct. However, there are some problems with the UI part in FlutterFlow over here as it does not update properly. Alright, so we're back in our FlutterFlow dashboard over here and let's check what's going on. So let's think about this for a minute. The list view is generated from this Supabase query of where it queries the user data table and the filter where the UID is in the chat members list over here. But where do we get this chat members list? Well, this chat members list is simply from our page parameter of chat members list page parameter over here. So if you think about it, whenever we add a member, we are updating our Supabase table and that chat members list column in our Supabase table. However, in this list view, we are filtering this Supabase table for the chat members list parameter. This is a page parameter. So this page parameter is the old chat members list and it's not the newly updated one in our Supabase table over here. Okay, so how will we solve this problem and issue over here? Well, instead of passing this chat members list through a page parameter, we can go to the top level of group detail page over here and we'll create a new backend query. So we'll create a new Supabase query. For the table, we want to query the chat table, and for the query type, it will be a single row since we only want the single row of this chat data. So for the filters, we will filter for where the ID is equal to our chat ID page parameter. So this is the only page parameter that we will still save. We'll click on confirm, and now we can go to our list view over here and we'll edit our Supabase query over here. We'll change the filter, and instead of this chat members list page parameter, we'll remove that for now, and for the value, we'll instead do the chat row and we'll select this chat members list over here. So this should solve the problem of updating the UI whenever we add a new member. We can also go to this name field over here, and now instead of this page parameter, we can change it to our chat row chat name. Default variable can be error, so that we know when it's an error. For this, we can also do the same thing of editing it. We can change it to our chat row chat members list, and we'll select number of items, default variable 0. You can click on confirm. For this bio, we can also change it now so that we don't need so many page parameters. It'll be the chat row chat description, default variable error as well. And finally, we'll change this number of members also. We'll remove this and we'll change it to the chat row chat members list and number of items. And we'll click on confirm, and now it should be done. And we can also get rid of our page parameters over here. We'll get rid of the name, the bio, the profile image, and the chat members list, but we need the chat ID so that we can do our Supabase query filter on the top level. And lastly, we also change this circle image for this profile image path. So once again, it'll be chat row and it'll be chat image. Yep, and that should be it. We have a few errors over here with passing parameters. And that's because we removed the page parameters, so we can just remove these. Close that, check for any more errors. For this, we have to select chat row and chat members list over here. And it looks like we have one more error. For this, we'll just choose the chats row once more, and it'll be the chat members list. Alright, so now we have no errors and we can try testing out our app once more. Alright, so testman has just loaded up. Let's try going into this chat again and try adding our Google member. So if we add Google, now let's see what happens to the UI. You can see that the number of members over here has changed. However, this list view over here has not changed. So let's try to see what's going on. If we go to the add members container, it seems like we added this refresh database request action in the previous video. And so what's happening here is that it's trying to refresh the database request for this list view over here. However, that action is interfering with the reloading of the page. And it interferes with this top level query over here. So we have to remove the action from our add members button over here. So if we just remove this action, and now we close it, now the page should successfully be able to refresh the database itself whenever we add a new member. And this list view should also be updated accordingly when the page refreshes. So if we go back to our test view over here, let me just delete the new member that we just added from our chat members list. And if we refresh our test view in our FlutterFlow app and we try again, now we should see that the list view of members should also be updated accordingly whenever we add a new member. So we'll just go in here once more. 2 members, we try to add a new member. We try to add Google inside. And now let's see what happens. And yes, we got it. You can see that now Google has been added and shown in this members list over here as well. Alright, that's it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. In the next video, we'll deal with the last message sent and last message time functionality in our app. And after that, we should be done completely with our chat app. Alright, so stay tuned for the next video. Thank you and goodbye.